Why is weight management so challenging? Are you completely frustrated by attempts to lose weight or find your weight slowly creeping up? You're not alone. In fact, it has become the new normal. 70% of Americans are classified as overweight and 40% or more are obese. What's going on? Hi, my name is Bonnie London and I'm a registered dietitian for over 20 years in private practice. And in today's video, I want to explain to you the main reasons that weight loss has become so challenging and what steps you can take today. Number one, you have been given the wrong information. In fact, 75% of the authorities who are on the dietary guidelines who decide what we're supposed to be eating are from either the pharmaceutical industry or the food industry, neither of which have a financial incentive for individuals to eat whole foods. Furthermore, the dietary guidelines are not guided by all of the available scientific facts when they decided an eating plan for most people. Furthermore, who is most people? The dietary guidelines are supposed to be based on the healthy population. But according to the most recent numbers, 88% or more Americans have some sort of metabolic dysfunction. So who are these recommendations really for? Number two, you are purposely being confused and overwhelmed. Our food supply has dramatically changed in the past century, making it increasingly difficult to decipher labels and determine what to eat. Deceptive food labeling such as natural, trans fat free, or free range is accepted as it is deemed the responsibility of the consumer to make the best personal decisions. Personally, I have always tried to follow healthy eating recommendations. In fact, while attending NYU for my master's in clinical nutrition, as well as working at Equinox as a personal trainer in the 1990s, I did my best to adhere to the high-carb, low-fat lifestyle. Sadly, I skipped cheese on my pizza, ate bagels with jelly, and of course, had nothing but skim milk and Equal in my morning iced coffee. And guess what? I was hungry and regularly found myself overeating or binging on cereal, popcorn, or cookies. I worked out to excess as the recommendations at that time was to stay low and steady in order to remain in the fat burning zone. I am embarrassed to admit the hours logged at the gym. In spite of all of this, I continue to be bothered what I felt was an extra 8 to 10 pounds I could not get rid of. However, most troubling was that feeling of being out of control with food in my body. Does this sound familiar to anyone? Luckily, we have come a long way in our understanding of what constitutes a healthy diet. In fact, many recommendations currently are in direct opposition of what we once believed to be true. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and ring the bell and be notified of every new video. Now, here are my top 3 steps that you can take today to take the challenge out of weight management. Number 1, set your environment up for success. This is not about willpower, motivation, or inspiration. If you do not have the temptations in view or easily available, it'll be much easier to not have them. Number 2, keep it simple. The less effort that you have to make when deciding what to eat, the more likely you're going to be able to stick with better choices. For example, rotating 3 basic meals to start is something I frequently suggest to my patients. And finally, And most importantly, understand that any changes you make need to be sustainable over the long term, which means strive for progress, not perfection. Listen, you most likely didn't get here overnight, and creating new habits that last may also take time to establish. Finally, you can learn to work with your body to achieve the results you want by arming yourself with the right information about making the right choices for you. If you want to discuss your personal situation, there is a link in the description below to book a call, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.